Hi, today we're going to talk about the least common multiple. So here we have two fractions that I want to add together, but they have totally different denominators. So the least common multiple is going to help us account for this fact. And so what is the least common multiple? The least common multiple is the smallest number that is divisible by both 24ab and 18b squared in this case, and it's going to help us out immensely with trying to find a denominator that is the same for both this fraction and this fraction. And so how do we find it? Well, I like to put both of my denominators inside some sort of table. So we have our 24ab and our 18b squared there. And then in the table, we want to write the prime factorizations of each of these denominators. So we'll start with the top one. 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times a times b. Next, we also want to write the prime factorization of 18b squared, but we're going to write repeat factors underneath the ones up here. So in this case, 2 times, there's a 3, and we need another 3 here, but we don't have one up here, so we're going to add it on, times 3 right there, and then times b, and let's see, there's no more b's up here, so we need to add another one, times b. So like I said, if there is a repeat factor, we just add it underneath the one from up here. And if there's not, we just add it on at the end. And so now what we do is we look at each of these columns and we multiply them together. So in this case, we would have 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times a times b times 3 times b. And so this will give us, let's see, 8, 24, 72. 72 a b squared. And that will be our least common multiple. And so now how do we use this? Well, we need to get 24ab up to 72ab squared. So what factors do we need to multiply 24ab by to get up to 72ab squared? And it tells us that right in our table. We need to multiply by 3 times b. So 24ab times 3b. So we have 3b over 3b times our fraction 1 over 24ab. And this is absolutely okay because 3b over 3b is just 1. So we have 3b divided by 72ab squared. And so now let's account for the second fraction, 18b squared in the denominator. So what do we need to multiply 18b squared by to get up to 72ab squared? Well, it tells us in our gaps right here what we need to multiply by, and that would be 2 times 2 times a, so 4a. So if we can find a bit of room here, 4a divided by 4a times 5 divided by 18b squared. And that's going to give us 20a divided by 72ab squared. So, in all we have, starting with our 1 over 24ab fraction, we will have 3b divided by 72ab squared plus 20a divided by 72ab squared. And so now that we have the same denominator for both of these fractions, we can add it all together and we get 3b plus 20a divided by our LCM, 72ab squared. And that is our answer.